What's good, people? It's your boy Knock B Tech. I just wanted to share this story with y'all that I had to deal with yesterday at work. Some of y'all know, you know, I'm an artist, but also I work as a club manager for the Boys and Girls Club in the same neighborhood that I grew up in. So yesterday, this is some of the things that I have to deal with. Um, I'm not gonna say on a daily basis, but mainly every week. No, it's not a bad story, but so I had one of the members come up to me yesterday. He had a blanket over his head. He was feeling down, was feeling sad, and he just started telling me about you know him just missing the people that he's lost in his life. His loved ones, and so he was feeling very sad about that. And so at first, I really didn't know what to say to try to comfort him. But then, I just started to ask him questions. The first question I asked him was, do you believe in energy? And he was like, yeah. I said, so do you believe that you and I have energy? And he says, yeah. And then I asked him, um, do you know energy can't be created nor destroyed? And he says, yeah. And then I said, you know, the people that you love that you've lost, they had energy, right? And he says, yeah. So I told him, well, I asked him, so if energy can't be created, destroyed, and it wasn't the same people that you love, where do you think that energy goes? He says, I don't know. I said, well, that's one of the beauties of life is that we don't truly die. Yeah, our body goes away, it leaves, but the energy that's contained within us, you know, it's always going to be around, just like air. We can't see air, can't feel it, but we know it's there. Just like the wind as well. We can feel the wind, but we can't see the wind. So I was just explaining to him that, you know, the people that you've lost, they're always going to be with you in the form of energy now. And I just started telling him, just start paying attention to everything around you. If a butterfly fly next to you, a bird, you see certain numbers, you know, certain things, certain things that you just start paying attention to. And I said, you know, those might be ways of them communicating with you, letting you know that they're still around, they're still with you. So you might not be able to see them, but for sure, their energy is still around with you. And in the midst of me having to tell that to him, I kind of realized that science, religion, and spirituality have a common ground, and that common ground is energy. Science can measure and calculate energy. In religion, it takes energy to have the belief and the faith, of of the deities or deities that you worship. In spirituality, you are the source of energy. So that's the common to me that's the common ground of science, religion, and spirituality. They all, to a certain extent, agree on that one specific thing, which is energy. But anyway, so he goes back to his group. I'm in my office for a little bit, and then like 30 minutes later, I ended up, you know, doing my rounds around the club to just check to see what the kids are doing. So I get to his group. His group is in the gym, and his mood had totally changed. He went back to being the kid that I normally see every day, which is a playful and cheerful and jokey kid. So me having to just see that, it just made, it just gave me the clarification that, this is why I'm here. This is my purpose. And, it just gave me a good feeling about who I am and what I'm trying to do, as well as just seeing him back to his normal self, and just knowing that I inspired and motivated him some way, somehow. So I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. And so I'll leave y'all I'll leave y'all with this. You know, no matter what you believe in, no matter what you do, as long as it makes you a better person for yourself and your environment, and keep believing in it and keep doing what it is. I'll see y'all later, man.